guy. Yes.
A
Hi there.
handsome guy? What are you
Oh,
talking about?
goodness.
I saw you from across the room.
Oh dear. Well, hello.
Hello. So thank you for bringing Box Trolls to life. What made you fall in love with Box Trolls?
Box Trolls is based on a book written by Alan Snow, and I read Alan Snow's book about 10 years ago. It was the same time we were actually developing Coraline, our first film, and I fell in love with the book immediately, and it was because it had shadings of the kind of stories that I loved growing up, things like Charles Dickens or Roald Dahl, and it also had an incredible sense of humor, a real absurdity to it, sort of like Monty Python. And to me, it felt like if we could crack the story, which was a big book, and get it down to a film story in 90 minutes, we could have something that was really, really special and timeless. And it was a big challenge to do it. It took us 10 years to do it, but in the end, I think we have something that honors the book and is its own kind of beautiful story that resonates with families around the world.
So I, of course, have seen Coraline and your other films. What did you learn from your previous projects that you've brought into this to streamline making it and to sort of, make it as beautifully interesting visually as you've done with the other stories I've seen?
With each film that we've done, from Coraline to Paranorman and now to Box Trolls, we've learned different things while we've been making the films. We've come up with innovations while we make the films, and how we make our puppets and how we build our sets, the materials that we use for the costumes. We've integrated laser cutting into the costume making. We've integrated rapid prototyping into the way we make the faces, which is this weird thing where you can print a physical object out from a model on a computer. And so it's integrating computer technology and cutting edge technology with art and craft, which are those things don't typically go hand in hand, but by merging those two things and building on the innovations from film to film, we can do things now 5 years from Coraline that we couldn't even imagine when we made Coraline.
It does look like a beautiful story. It has almost a love story to it, not necessarily a boy-girl, but a love
Right.
story of parents. How are you able to sort of translate that to the Box Trolls? Because some kids might find them a little scary.
Certainly have the Box Trolls certainly have a reputation of being scary. They don't look, warm and cuddly. They're not nice fuzzy little things. They're pretty freaky looking, wonky tooth and crazy ears. They're not the most pleasant thing to look at. And yet what comes through fairly early on in the film is that society has been lied to. These are not the monsters that society makes them out to be. They are a warm and caring community. And so over the course of the film, we explore kind of the meaning of family and the different formulations of family in all these different groups of people, from Eggs, the main character, and his surrogate family in the Box Trolls, to his biological parentage, Winnie, Elle's character, where she comes from, and her dad, and how all these things kind of come into play and how they shape who we are.
It sounds like a great story. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
My pleasure.
Oh, I'll give you a hug.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.